Looking at the screen here, it looks like we've got this glowing. There's things I can collect in the game, like new ghosts, research slot, visiting the workshop menu to help ghosts XP from new ghosts daily. Okay, and then these other two I can't click on. So if some things you click on, it'll give you a little pop-up to tell you what's happening. Okay. So we can see, like, you all might read way quicker than me, but those popped up way too quick and went away for me to get all that info in. There's upgrades at the bottom that you can spend your green on. And I think this makes you better in the game. So we can close that out. Well, let's get it up past. So this is multiplayer bonus. This must be. So this is for Ghost Hunter bonuses, but only in multiplayer. And then you can use your gray Lego pieces here to upgrade your ghosts. You can swap them out like that. Doesn't look like I have enough gray left to... Okay, and then there'll be... You can flick through all the ghosts that you have here. And then there's two major options here. You can go hunting, or you can be a ghost. The ghost part of the game doesn't require a set like the hunter does. So let's keep clicking around. You can. Looks like I need to get more gloom. So like a lot of games on. A lot of games that you find in the App Store, they have all these complex currencies. So Lego has invested in that as well. You know, it's like you get so many things that lead to more things that lead to more things, and then you can finally purchase something. That's kind of what Lego's doing here. Yeah. So okay, here we have a quest. Okay. And then, okay, so we've clicked on all that stuff, I think. I should already be registered. Okay, so let's hop into the game part. So I click here. Now, when I first saw this screen, I was confused because I didn't know what set I had. As well as we saw that in the participants, the children playing the game. Many of them went to this search button down here to find the subway or to find the submarine. So that's an interesting UX UI problem here that on this screen, which again we find it by going hunters, and then we see all of our options. It wasn't clear to them that these were all Lego sets that they could play on. So I know that the subway is here, so I click on that one. They were also confused by what these meant. And so this might be kind of one of those examples where the names are getting too cutesy. So a ghost hunter is really kind of a single player thing. Multiplayer would be with other people online, but yeah, they didn't know the difference between the multiplayer and the friends. So that's another opportunity to kind of improve the UI, the user interface, as well as they were all bored with Ghost Zone. So that's not really a UI UX problem or a branding problem. That's kind of a like, why is this part of the game being offered? It's not clear right now. It's not even clear to me. But if we hop into the game, so it gives us advice about, playing a well-lit area, clean surface, no patterns or reflective surfaces. So we're good there. So I'll hit start. So now it's giving me a layout of the like a line drawing of the Lego set. So if I move it up, boom, now it turns my kitchen table into this ghost subway land here. So now when I'm looking around, let me move this microphone. Okay, so when I'm moving around, I can see this cool subway set that's on my kitchen table. And it's wanting me to scan this thing here. We can see I've got some buttons along the top, a question mark at the bottom. Okay, so it's saying when I hit the question mark, it's telling me to change the colors. So it'll give those kind of instructions. And you notice there's like hardly any text with these instructions. They're trying to make it easy for the user to not have to do a lot of reading, because your users don't want to read. They want to just get through it. Again, like we'll say many times this semester, don't make me think. So here at the top, it's telling me to scan this, and it's saying tap. You can tap there. So now this was one that some of the participants had problems with finding it line up, the diamonds lined up like that. So now it's saying scan and it's not telling me to tap, but it means tap even though it's not saying the word tap here. Okay, so tap the screen when the arrow is on a brighter bit. The gloomed. Okay, so now I'm gonna fight this ghost. This was another interesting area where the participating children didn't quite understand the overheating part, nor that, like, when you got splatted, see, let's watch some of these hit me, then we see my battery power going down, and that's not something that they really put together yet. So you got to shoot these things out of the air so that they don't splat on you, so that you don't run out of battery. Phil's attacking me pretty good right here. And that was one thing interesting too, is almost none of them were playing with the audio on. I had to tell them to turn the audio on, and the audio kind of helps you in the game figure out things. Like the ghosts are flying around. There we go, I got hit again, so we saw the battery drop. Okay, so I've caught this ghost. Caught Phil. Now it's saying I need to scan again. Okay, find the gloom, and now So all gloom spots found of blue, and I need to change the color. So if we look over here, we can see now that the blue is gone. There's 0 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red, or 2 red. Okay. So we cleared the yellow. Man, that goes by so quickly. Okay. Okay, now it's wanting me to switch to red. Okay, so now it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little things that we can scan. So that one gave us some green, and then the alligator animated a little bit. More green. Okay, so now this was another part that was kind of confusing to the participants. See here it says scan, and when you click tap it, it tells you that you're supposed to turn this hinge down, but it, like, look at the screen right now. The most important prominent things are the scanner will only work with here in the bottom 2/3 of the screen where it says the scanner will only work with these colors, blue, and then it tells you to make sure that there's no shadows and light. But really this most important thing up here is this little image of the newspaper. This piece right here, it's wanting us to flip it. So let's do that. We'll flip this down, and it's showing us to do that here, but that was confusing to the participants. All right, so now let's tap it. Okay, so we've got Garfield Gonzalez. Okay. This one's tough. Just getting rid of all these goops that are coming at me. Okay, so I got this ghost. Look at this, they put like one banner over another one. That's lame. Okay, so now Who is this, Nurse Nellie? Alright, so I ran out of battery. And this was another area where the participants, they kept trying to like click on rewards or click on this thing, these things, and this is glowing, which a lot of the other buttons have animation to them like this, but it didn't animate. See down here on the replay, it's animated, so it's telling us, hey, you should click this, but so again, some more UI problems here. So let's go back to the main menu and see if we can upgrade our characters any. It's just long amount of like, you got this and you got this. Like, you know, another UI question is, does every one of these upgrades, especially if you see them all the time, does it need its own single screen? You know, that's a question to ask yourself. Like, does it need all of these individual screens, or can we get back to playing and give me the rewards with less like fancy splash screen per reward? Okay, so let's go back into that game, see if some of those upgrades improved our experience. And I also am excited to get into like some of these parts that move like this, you know, and so far we've only moved this one piece right here. And we haven't interacted really with any of the characters. I'm pretty impressed by this screen. I think this screen's a really good idea of making sure that the user knows in simple terms how to set up their scene, and as well as it gives them this information while the game is loading. And as a kid that played with these Lego sets in the 90s, like, this is so cool that it sets up a set around it. Alright, so we go down here and it looks like we've got 2 reds, 4 yellows, Two yellows, 4 blues. And you know, when you play as a ghost, this scene might make a little more sense because as a ghost you're invisible and you're moving around. I'm going to press on this shield thing up here. That doesn't do anything in the top. Go to settings. Okay, this gives us some information. Okay, so I paused it. So it doesn't look like I found any of the walkie-talkies. No ghosts captured, so this is giving you a summary of what you've done. Okay. So what am I switching it to? Need to switch it to maybe yellow. Catch those yellow ghosts. Okay, and that looks like we only got blue left. And there's 4. Okay, so when you do that game, I'm not sure if it gives you a ghost every time. Uh-oh, lost connection. Okay, so sometimes you get a ghost, sometimes you get coins with that choice. Uh-oh, we got a grandpa. Okay, so all of our blue are gone. This is where the game got kind of jumpy when you look down and turn to the right. again, they gave us two pop-up banners right on top of each other. Oh, okay. So we're getting more interactive now. So this is where it's telling us to move this up, then scan it. Oh no. Okay, I think we... Gloom cleared. So you see all this animation that they have all throughout the UI. Like that's, you know, that's the kind of stuff that you're going to have to explore is introducing all this animation. We see right now on this screen how the lightning bolts are pointing towards the reward, and then we've got like you see the circle moving in the background, and then as well as the nope, that's all the animation. But see, then you know it's the same animation, they just changed the color, so you can reuse assets like that. Okay, so let's then go through the. Well, let me check this real quick. Okay, so then I'm going to run through the ghost part of it, what that looks like. Still recording? Yeah. Okay. So we've got the private match, multiplayer, ghost zone. Not really sure what the purpose of the ghost zone is yet. Private match seems to be just single player, multiplayer, online. So I'll show you what it looks like for single player. Oh, wait. Okay, that must be... Oops. Okay, hold on. Private match, room code. So you can type in your room code, or... So I'll go find the subway. Wait. Ooh, is it not in here? Oh, there it is. Oh, the private match is also a multiplayer thing. That's weird. Wait. So I clicked Ghost, and then I clicked Private Match. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this must be when I'm playing with other people on my same Wi-Fi network. That's what it is. And this was another area where the participants had trouble. It would just say player 1, 2, 3, and they didn't know which ones they were. So that's also something to look at. So let's hop into the multiplayer thing. That'll be easier to see what this means. I'll be playing with other people online. But again, you know, like multiplayer, private match, those don't mean what they say. The words used as a label aren't good labels to communicate what the game is.